another puzzle room. We're all excited to be here. I'm here with my puzzle team. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
You ready for some more puzzles?
Definitely.
Okay.
Always.
So this week I've got a couple of puzzles for you.
Mm-hmm.
So should we dive straight in? Okay.
Let's go for
see
it. Straight down to business.
Okay, can you see that?
Yep, I can see.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's a checkmate and it's green to move.
Ooh. Green to move. Right. So let's see. White is in check, right, guys? I think it's the only color in check, right?
White is in check. Yeah. I'm liking where the pawns are in this game. I mean, the white pawn is right up next to the red king, and this green pawn's right down there as well. I think.
So
it's great when the pawns can get that far up the table.
So it's green to move, you said, right, Kash?
Yeah, green to move.
So the only thing that white can do now is take the rook on b1, right? I think it's the only way out of the check.
Mm-hmm.
So the rook c1 takes the red rook on b1. So I think either is a double check or there is a way of stopping that rook, right?
Could be both.
Yeah, it's green to move, right, Kash? Sorry.
Yeah, it's green to move.
Yeah.
So you're saying the two options are like take the c2 pawn and put it on b1, right?
Yeah, it seems to be a checkmate.
Sorry, to b2. Sorry. C2 to b2.
That would be double check.
So that would be a double check. Can the king get out of it? No, couldn't you get out if you put the pawn on b2, then the a1 king can just go to b1, right? And that's not the check anymore.
Oh,
yes.
No, actually, no, because of the black bishop. But because if the pawn moved, the black bishop defended the rook. But otherwise, yeah.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
So then I guess your other option is the J1 rook, right? Potentially?
Yeah, I think if the J1 rook takes the C1, seems to be a checkmate too. But then you lose a rook, right? Because white pieces are now green and you are down to one rook because of that.
Yeah.
So
there's two possible ways of getting the checkmate here, aren't there? You're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, appears to me. Kash is just laughing, is not saying anything. So I mean, all right, Kash, the right answer is green pawn b2, right?
Is that your final answer?
Wait, hold on. Because she's smiling. Maybe there's another trick. Like, is there anything else that you could lose if you do the b2 pawn?
No, I think it seems to be, well, I mean, black bishop can take your rook. You're going to lose the rook either way, probably. Oh, no, because that's got confused.
So you guys are right.
Vulnerable position. Like if that red rook then starts eating your rooks, like your king is like sort of in a position to potentially be checked the next go round. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
No, but then I mean, if the red rook take the white rook on c1, you just take with your j1 rook and you're out of that situation, right?
I guess that's fair.
Are you talking about after the checkmate or two checkmates?
Yeah, I'm talking about after the checkmate.
Let's first of all get the checkmate.
Finishing the game.
So
that's important. You try to see which checkmate will put you in a better position after it, right?
Yeah.
I think the pawn's better, isn't it? It's nice to get a checkmate with a pawn as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always...
Yeah. Like the little bit.
So you're right. It's this little pawn on c2 just moving up to b2, and that's checkmate. Yeah, and I really like it because, the pawn getting the checkmate amongst all the big rooks, and he just like saunters in, does a little hopscotch over and gets the checkmate. Unfortunately, I was not green in this game. I was red, so I kind of gave it away.
I also love the fact that the black bishop's needed in this checkmate as well, because like you were saying, you could have eaten the king could eat the bishop, could have eaten the red castle on b1, but the black bishop's needed, so it's a very intricate kind of combination there.
Yeah, it's sort of backing up the pawn, the black bishop there, or that spot on b1.
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're right, because if you do a checkmate with the green rook, then red next move would take your rook on c1, and then green is in check. So the pawn seems to be the better.
And I was red, and I was kind of forced into putting my rook up there by white, because I had my rook on b4, and then they moved their bishop here. So any spot I moved to, it was going to get eaten. So I was like, I'm just going to go put them in check, not realizing that it basically gave away the checkmate screen, which is typical.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you ready for the next puzzle?
Yeah, that's puzzle. I like that one.
Okay, here's the next one. I hope it comes up okay on the screen. Okay, it's black to move. One move, checkmate.
So green appears to be in check, right, guys?
Green looks like it's in trouble, but yeah.
So what is the only way out?
I think I have a thought. I want to double check.
I think there's a couple of things here.
Sorry, who's to move? It's black, right?
It's black to move.
Yeah.
You could move the queen down to I1.
Yeah.
But then green can still protect by taking the J3 horse and killing the K1 queen.
But
actually, no, because it's pink.
Oh no, you can't move it. You can't move it.
By the
Sorry.
black bishop.
Get me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so what green can do basically is taking the queen with the king, right? I think it's the only way out.
Or
right,
taking
guys?
yes. Taking the queen with the king.
Yeah.
So if you protect the queen, then it's a checkmate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we bring the queen, I forgot I can move the pieces. Oh, I love that. So yeah, if you bring the queen down here, you're backing up this queen. So the king can't take this queen. This green horse can't do that because of this bishop. It's sort of pinned there. And so black steals the checkmate.
That's nice, yeah. So I was thinking also the bishop could take the horse, but no, it can't, because the queen could then get out to K1. So I think that is the only checkmate there.
Yeah.
Wait, why can't you explain to me? Because I was thinking the same thing. Why can't the bishop take the J3 horse?
Oops,
because the king can then eat the queen.
Yeah, the king could just move out of position here, like just go here and eat the queen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that is the correct answer. Yeah. Nice. Well done, guys. Nice little indirect checkmate there.
Yeah, it's really interesting when that happened, right?
And red must have been quite brave to come all the way up here without kind of being backed up by a bishop or anything.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of nice also when this happens and someone like is exploratory with their queen. You're like, I wonder how I can take advantage of this situation.
Yeah, maybe you have like 10 seconds and you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah. Just go for it.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Maybe I found out it's a checkmate. Yeah, that being there, done that. So
yeah.
I'm wondering if you won't necessarily lose the queen after either, because if the red queen takes the black queen, then the new black, the formerly green, now black horse could take it. So you might not actually lose your queen.
Oh yeah, I didn't spot that. That's
sorry,
cool.
I just took the board away. Do you want me to put the board back?
Please.
We're doing it by memory now. We're just we visualized the board.
There it is. If Nat's saying if you take What were you saying?
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes the worry is like, oh, if I do that and the next move I'll lose my queen and there's like someone who's more powerful on the board. But here, if the red queen decides to take the black queen, the green horse that's on J3 is black. It'll like eat the. Yeah. That person has to be willing to do a queen trade.
Yeah.
They might be willing.
But just adding up in the theoretically situations, I just love that part. It's just, if you take a look, you see the F2 pawn. Black did the first checkmate, right? So black already has 2 points. So even though black lose the queen to red, black already would have like 3 points and won the game. So so it's just like,
that's true.
I'm out. I got 3 points, you know.
Win.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna.
Very good. Very good.
Do you like those?
I did. Very good.
Nice. Okay, well, good. So we will be back next week for some more puzzles. Like and subscribe, and we're also accepting if you want to send in a little puzzle challenge for us. Send in your puzzles and we'll try and highlight them on the show and try and solve them. Inspector Clouseau style. Okay, cool. Nice one, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.